Technical difficulties. All right. Good evening, everybody. Chris and Tiffany are here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to our live video. We apologize for not being here last week. Last week, work thing came up. Cancel. So we are here. We are back. We are ready to go. We are ready to talk cruising.
Phyllis here says, hey y'all, live stream time, bring on some of the metal music. Texas Cruiser, hello folks. Desiree, good evening guys. Whatever floats your boat. I like that. Hey y'all.
I like that.
Yeah, Tanya's here. Ahoy mateys. Texas Cruiser, Disney Magic just left Galveston 2 hours ago. They forgot me.
Aw. They forgot you.
Yes.
Were you down there waving? Of course it is. Today is technical difficulty day.
Attila says cool pictures at the mile 0 marker in Key West. Peggy Ann, welcome. Hello. Bob, hello gang. How are we all doing?
We are all here now. I think we are finally past all of the technical oopsies that were going on tonight.
I don't know. They're all still saying the music's on. Did you shut it off?
Yes.
Okay. Desiree says, good evening, doggy. Nice to see you. He's cold right now, and he's mad because I put a sweater on him. Karina's here. Dilly, hi all. Looks like it. Let's see. Okay, now the music's off.
Yeah, like I said, it was a fun night of technical difficulties. But how has everybody's 2 weeks been? Any interesting stories? Any interesting stuff going on out there from you guys? Got a couple of stories we're going to talk about tonight. Got to talk about some Norwegian cruise lines. They were in the news this week. Norwegian has ordered 4 giant cruise ships, 220,000 ton size cruise ships. And so those that were hoping the cruise lines were eventually going to go smaller, some cruise lines continue to go big.
Yep.
And 220,000 tons that's Royal Caribbean Oasis size. So those are going to be some big cruise ships.
Kevin's here. Good evening. Dilly, it's cold there with your hoodies. It's getting cold. We got a cold front coming in right now. Supposed to get up in the 70s, close to 80s today, and we didn't get out of the low 60s.
Yeah, it's been a freaking roller coaster this week. It was shorts over the weekend, jackets and stuff during, Monday and Tuesday. Then today was supposed to get warm again. Tomorrow it's supposed to be in the 40s. The weather down here it can't make up its mind.
Mother Nature's having a bad day.
Yeah, Mother Nature's having a bad week. She is having a bad week altogether. So,
Karina's here. Hello from BC.
BC.
I'm not sure where that is.
British Columbia.
Okay. That's what I was thinking, but
BC.
Attila the Fun. That's a lot of tons.
Well, I'm just thinking BC, that's our first friend from Canada.
I like it.
I do too.
I like it a lot.
We have crossed the border.
Yes.
I like it.
Karina says, yup.
I like it. We have officially crossed the border.
Yes. Texas Cruiser says, I'm still in shorts today. The front hasn't made it here yet.
It's on its way.
Yeah. The wind picked up. Yeah. And it's a cold wind.
Yeah, it's on its way for sure. So it's going to get bad down there, I'm sure, at some point.
Bob says, weather all depends on which way the wind blows.
When Texas, apparently it blows in a big circle.
Whatever floats your boat. Says, we had snow yesterday and rain today. And Dave is here. Greetings from Tampa.
That's because Mother Nature has the drink package.
Yes.
And she is on drink 14.
Yes.
And so our weather is all kinds of crazy. So hopefully she sobers up and get back to normal. She's had too many Miami Vices, too many of those chocolate ones you like.
The getaways.
Yeah, the chocolate getaways. Just a few too many.
Whatever floats your boat says she's drunken in my backyard.
Yeah, she's everywhere. She's everywhere. She currently is the one that's had too many and is now attempting to dance on tables.
Yeah.
And we're all paying the price for her really, really good time.
Nellie's here. Hi there, all.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ooh.
So what news you got?
Just the Norwegians making really big ships. There was a fire on the Disney Fantasy.
Well, that's not good. Is Mickey okay?
Mickey's okay. Interesting, where the fire happened was in the incinerator.
Not where it's supposed to happen.
Well, that's where a fire does happen. Where things are incinerated. I don't know, maybe something popped out. But there was a fire in the incinerator room on, not the Disney Fantasy, the Disney Treasure. I'm sorry. I'm getting my cruise ships mixed up. So there was a fire on board one of your Disney cruise ships. But it was in the incinerator room where there's already stuff. They put it out real quick. No issues, no problems. But that happened this week.
James is here. Hello, all cruisers, Chris and Tiffany.
Welcome, James. Glad to have you here tonight. Well, I got some folks hopping in and saying hi here tonight.
I like it.
Me too. Even got some new names in here.
Yeah.
I like that. And somebody from Canada. That makes me happy. That makes me happy.
Yes.
I mean, we cross borders. See? Screw what the world's doing. We'll cross borders. We're happy. We'll take everybody.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Why is your tongue sticking out?
Because he's sleeping.
He's not sleeping. His tongue's going.
He was.
But trying to think what else has been going on this week. Now we are still doing group cruise information. I am waiting for. I put out some information. I'm waiting for a response from somebody. Once I get that response, we will definitely be hopefully, let me say hopefully, moving forward, and the group cruise stuff will start to flow a lot quicker and a lot faster. So I'm just waiting for a response back to confirm that goes the way I hope it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And then we will continue on. So hopefully next week it'll be set. We'll put out a group cruise video. There'll be nothing about group cruise info and how to get it all done and everything like that. And we can get all that set. So we can start getting that out of the way and not worrying about it.
Nellie's asking Rick if the traffic's going to be bad in and out of Galveston for a while. Nellie said February 27th. I guess they're getting on the Mariner.
Mariner of the Seas. That's not bad. I mean, that's a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Texas Cruiser said this weekend is dicey going through Dickinson on I-45, but the causeway is back to normal.
Well, that's good news.
What happened to the causeway? I'm behind.
I don't know.
Okay.
I apparently bought behind. That's
Um,
why Rick is our Galveston expert. He's
Yeah.
right there.
Whatever floats your boat says 19 days until our cruise from NOLA.
New Orleans. You know, I would really like to do a cruise to New Orleans. The whole beginning is actually you start off on the Mississippi River and you actually get to go down the end section of the Mississippi River on a cruise ship before you get out into open water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
I just want to go so that we can stop at Cafe Du Monde.
Okay, look, every trip cannot be based around what you want to eat. Okay.
It's not what I want to eat. I want some coffee.
You want beignets.
I can't eat beignets.
You like that would stop you.
It wouldn't.
Not in the slightest.
Kevin says, I've really been enjoying your higher output of videos as of late. The AI generated thumbnails are funny.
Yeah, to be 100% honest, the cruise news was starting to irk my gears a little bit. So we kind of shifted a little more satirical stuff, a little more funny stuff, a little more comments and the surveys and stuff. Because people have just been, I mean, like in ridiculous overload with the things that they've been asking, wanting, demanding, the threats. You don't change, we're going to leave. And so cruisers have been providing a lot of content recently. And honestly, it's funner to make that content than it is to talk about constantly norovirus outbreaks on cruise ships. That's been in the news. Multiple cruise ships have norovirus. Cool, wash your damn hands. You went to the bathroom, wash your hands. You're going into the food plate, wash your hands. But people don't want to hear that. They don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And things like that. So we kind of having a little more fun. And then I like playing with the AI generated thumbnails because you just start typing in crazy stuff and it starts building the picture for you.
Yeah.
And so I've been having a lot of fun with that. And I'm glad everybody else is, and other folks are enjoying the comical side of cruising.
Yeah. Until it says traffic and parking will be bad in Galveston during Mardi Gras weekend. Texas Cruiser says yes, the 21st. Beware of Mardi Gras starts on the 21st in Galveston. I know I have a friend that's going to be going out that weekend, and they're already getting nervous. So
if it's who I think it is, I hope you told her. I know it's good. Wait till the last minute, you'll be okay.
See. Well, the Mariner leaves Thursday the 27th and comes back the 3rd. So sounds like you're gonna miss it. The Mardi Gras celebration, if that's on the 21st.
Yeah, that's good at least.
You
You
miss
can
it
get
by a
in and
week.
get out.
Yep.
Yeah, because Galveston does have some events throughout the year. Mardi Gras definitely being one of them, where you're going to have more people down there, and it increases the traffic, and so it can make getting over to the cruise ships
Kevin says
more challenging.
Yep. Kevin says 73 days until our next cruise, 71 days until Mrs. Alien gets her doctorate. That is so amazing.
That is super exciting.
Yes.
That is super exciting. We just got folks out here that just kicking butt in the world. You know what I mean? Cruises coming up, doctorates coming up. We've had new babies added to the show.
Yes.
Over the last year. Folks now joining us from Canada.
I know.
I'm loving this community.
Yes. Dave says, no doubt about it. There is lots on news content if you observe folks on any cruise.
Right? I just think it's a lot more fun to poke fun and have humor and make jokes about people that take, let's be honest, they take their vacation way too seriously. They take the tiniest little thing and turn it into this mountain of a problem that most cruisers are just like, look at that. Off I go, and still go and enjoy the vacation. Just there's some folks out there that are so uptight, they just cannot simply enjoy themselves without creating a fuss. And so I'm happy to share that with the whole world.
Nellie says, I'm going to try and say this without screwing this up. Alienette or Dr. Alienette?
Dr. Alienette.
I like it.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Absolutely.
That is so awesome. Texas Cruiser says Tillman for Tita's yacht, the boardwalk, came into the port today as usual for Mardi Gras. I know I butchered that name. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure who that is.
I don't know either.
I don't really have a clue who that is.
Kevin says at Nelly, and yes, I'll be flying for the first time that same week. Not looking forward to that part of it at all.
First time ever? Pack your patience. Pack your patience.
Yeah. And if you can get it all on a carry-on, get it all on a carry-on.
Yeah.
Hate chicken bags. Nellie said, did y'all see the story about Wonder of the Seas? A lady goes to casino, and long story short, she found a 3-year-old outside the casino waiting for her mom and dad. They left the kid.
No.
I did not see anything.
Like just left her outside the casino or left her on the cruise ship and they left the cruise ship? Because that would be insane. I mean, both of them are insane. Yeah. They just left a 3-year-old kid by themselves. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with people.
Nellie said Tillman is a billionaire.
Definitely not in my social circle. We are not the social circle billionaire. That much is for sure.
Connie's here. She said 47 days till my next cruise, Celebrity Silhouette, 4 nights.
Awesome. That's going to be a good one too. Mariner coming up. Celebrity Silhouette coming up. One coming out of New Orleans coming up. I like it. I like it. In ours, still not till August. Still not till August. So I haven't even started the countdown yet. I know it's a while away. It's still 6 months before we are going out on Harmony of the Seas. But we do have a trip in between there. We're going to be going and visiting wonderful family members.
Yes.
Grandbabies. For
awesome kids.
Yep. For Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Nashville, Tennessee. That place.
Yes. Attila said Tillman
for Google Maps.
Tillman is a billionaire who lives in Houston and owns a lot of restaurants and stuff. Well, that's awesome. So he took his yacht from Houston to Galveston.
Well, no, I'm sure Galveston's. Are you asking me like he parks his yacht next to my yacht?
Dave says, I admit it. I have loitered around the customer service, and it's hard to believe some of the complaints.
I'm still trying to figure out why you think he parks his yacht next to my yacht. Now, I know.
Apparently, he's part of the Houston Rockets, too. Silliman is a Galveston native who owns all of the Landry's restaurants, including Rainforest Cafe, Kima Boardwalk, the Pleasure Pier, the Golden Nugget Casino, and the Houston Rockets. Good night.
Well, if you happen to run into him, let him know that, look, the food at the Rainforest Cafe, while it's a cool place, really could be better. That would be what I would suggest. Let's improve that quality of food at the Rainforest Cafe. Super cool concept. Not a super delicious meal.
For the price now. Or at least the ones we've been to.
Yeah, a couple of times we've been to the one in Galveston. Or did we just walk around the outside?
We just walked around the outside. We didn't actually eat there. Nellie says, Chris, I sent the post on the Messenger app about the Wonder.
Okay. I will definitely take a look at that. Yeah, I'm super curious about that. That's the kind of thing I would talk about because that's outrageous. That is just utterly outrageous.
What?
That's the one with the 3-year-old outside the casino.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm sorry, if whatever the case, this 3-year-old's walking around by themselves. Parents need to be held accountable for the crap.
Attila says, no, his yacht mostly lives in Galveston unless he's prowling the seas or stuff like that. Nellie also said the Rainforest food is meh. Right. Yeah, for the price, it's meh.
It's meh. Even if it was less expensive, it's still meh. I don't mind paying for a meal, but it needs to be good.
Yeah. Texas Cruiser says, I have met him and he is a neat guy. Fast Eddie. Welcome, Fast Eddie. Love your people who complain. You can write a book.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate that. I do have a lot of fun reading and making those videos about those folks.
Attila says, you sail past it if you leave out of Galveston. His yacht is parked between Royal Terminal and the piers used by Carnival.
Then we have probably seen it there more than one time, just had no idea what we were looking at.
Whatever floats your boat says, I don't even let my 15-year-old granddaughter run around alone on a ship.
No, I mean, the last time we took the kids, the very last one, he was 18, 19?
He just turned 18.
It just turned 18, and so he was allowed to move around the ship.
He just turned 19.
19. Even at 19, we made him come check in with us on a regular. He's an adult enough he can move around, but even then, we didn't let him disappear for hours and days and weeks at a time. We'd message him, hey, you need to come. We need to see you. Yeah. And things like that. When the kids were little, they were in the kids clubs getting checked in and out and things like that. Yeah, we would never, ever even consider letting our teenagers just run rampant.
Yeah. Texas Cruiser says Royal Caribbean moved the rollout of the 26-27 short sailing calendar to the week of the 27th. Anticipation.
Yeah, Royal Caribbean is all over the place with that calendar. They keep moving it around and things like that. I did see where they are going to be adding ships to San Diego. San Diego looks like is going to get a ship, which is a new home port for Royal Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
So they are going to be investing some additional ships over on the West Coast. That's one of their new focuses. So that's really good for the folks on the West Coast that like Royal Caribbean.
Attila said it's hard to miss if he's there. It's right by Harbor House.
I guarantee we've seen it.
We've probably filmed it.
Yeah, it's probably somewhere in one of our videos that if it's that close, because we've stayed at Harbor House, walked around, filmed all that stuff around before. Now, there was one time that we were down there on Pier 21, and remember there was that big yacht that was there for a couple hours. It was actually on Pier 21.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't surprise that. How much you want to bet that was it?
Yeah. Nellie said so many people allow younger than 15-year-olds to run around. Yeah, I guess they figure there's nothing they can get into or can't go nowhere. They're on a ship.
To me, it's a modern mentality. It's a new mentality that we're on a ship. We're on vacation. The kids are on vacation. So we'll go do our adult thing. We'll be in the casino. We'll go in the adults only area, and the kids can just take care of themselves. Well, the problem is they get into mischief like kids will do, but then the parents aren't there to hold the kids accountable. I understand kids get into mischief. I understand kids will always get into mischief. I got into plenty of it when I was that age.
You still do.
Okay. But I was held accountable at that age. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Believe me, I was held accountable. But that was back in the day where, the neighbor's mom would call, do you know what your boys are doing over here? And they, other parents would call and tell, but that's when a community was a community, and things like that.
Yeah. Nellie says Brick is optimistic about good ships coming to Galveston, but we can't even get Icon 3 yet. Laugh out loud. Frankie's here, says 16 more days for our next cruise.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
Make August look even further away. Attila the Fun says good. While back, someone in our Facebook group found a 7-year-old girl roam the halls real late at night, and she couldn't find a room, so they called security to help her. Apparently, it wasn't the first.
Well, there's always stories out there about random kids roaming halls and stuff like that. So, it's easily believable,
Mm-hmm.
That and it wouldn't surprise me in situations like that it's late at night. They put the kids to bed and they think, okay, the kids are asleep. Now we can go off and do something. Then the kid wakes up and is now wandering up and down the hallways. So,
yes.
But that's really up to the cruise line at that point where they need to really enforce and hold those people accountable for not paying attention to their kids.
Yeah.
And hopefully that's what they're doing.
Texas Cruiser still says, I still think we will get another Oasis class or possibly an Icon for short sailings in 26-27 calendar. And then Nellie wants to know what ship the Mardi Gras.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. I personally, and it's just a difference of opinion, I personally think Texas Cruiser is optimistic about that Icon that early. I definitely think we're going to get some Oasis class, but I would expect we would get something between Symphony and an Icon class first. I would think we would get Wonder maybe or Odyssey, something like that. I think we'll get before we get an Icon. And we definitely won't get anything Icon close, at least until Costa Maya is transformed.
Mm-hmm.
Once it's Royal Caribbean's private destination stop, that's when I would see them investing even more ships into the Galveston area. What I'd like to see first, though, is Royal Caribbean do what they have hinted and rumored and try out a celebrity ship.
Yeah.
But again, I could be utterly wrong. For all we know, we could have an icon here in 2026.
Let's see, where are we at? Fast Eddie said Royal Caribbean ships are great. Maybe on adults only cruise. Can't handle the kids. Have 11 grandchildren and no. Oh, so Fast Eddie won't be on a Disney cruise.
No.
Grace here says adults get into trouble. Kids are a magnet for it. And then Karina says impossible to make teens stay with parents on a ship. No harm in them enjoying ship. Most youth are great and smarter and more savvy than we are. Give youth credit, in my opinion. I think it all depends on the kid too. There's
and how they're raised.
Yeah.
Remember, the percentage that's causing issues and problems and making a bad name is a small percentage. It's a small, group of ones that give a whole bunch of bad names. Most parents out there are good parents. Most parents out there know where their kids are, know what their kids are doing, and are actually, paying attention and are part of their kids' lives.
Yeah.
But there's still some, which is how you end up with a 3-year-old roaming by a casino, a 7-year-old roaming through the halls of the cruise ship, and enough stories out there of kids running up and down the hallways in the middle of the night, banging on doors, knocking on doors, and things like that.
Yeah.
So, as I said, it's not a majority. I don't even remotely think it's a majority. I mean, even bad cruise passengers are adults. It's a minority.
Yeah.
A minority of them are entitled, stuck-up pains in the butt who run around screaming that they're platinum, they're diamond. Or like we talked about this week, they're double diamond.
Yeah. So Kevin's here, Kevin said we had 2, maybe 8-year-old girls who were lost on the Elation. They chose Becky and I to help them. We weren't sure what to do, so we just took them to guest services. That's what I would have done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to give them to guest services, security, a responsible crew member. That way they can at least find their parents and get them back. You can just scroll up.
I know. Ray says, great to see Norfolk is back in the cruise ship business.
Yes. Yep, they got their ship there. Has begun cruises out of Norfolk. So Norfolk will now be a full-time port again for Carnival. That is good news, especially for folks in that area. I know Ray's up in Nags Head area there in North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one I checked from where Rebecca is. It's only a 3-hour drive to get up to that particular cruise port.
Yeah.
So that's super convenient for us in the future. And so I think we'll definitely be doing something out of Norfolk because you can combine both a cruise and a visit to the grandbabies all in one trip.
Kevin said we saw them the next day and they were alone again.
Wow.
Texas Cruiser says I'm leaning more to Wonder coming to Galveston than Icon. We may have to wait until Icon 4 comes into service.
That's kind of how I'm feeling. Now it'd be cool if we get Wonder, something like that. That would be great. I do think that they've had they had successful allures here. Harmony's been ultimately successful. Next, we're going to get Symphony.
Mm-hmm.
I expect Symphony is going to be extremely successful. And then I think they're going to start looking at, okay, well, what can we send there next? And I think something, as more of those icons come in, they're going to need to push out some of those other ones. And I think that's when we're going to see Wonder of the Seas, Odyssey of the Seas, something like that.
Yeah. Kevin said they weren't causing any trouble or anything. It just seemed like their parents weren't watching them. That happens. It does happen. Let's see. Come to Christ Ministries. Hi there. I'm going on a cruise for the first time with my 2 little boys and my mom. Total answer to prayer. I've never got to cruise with my mom, and she, out of the blue, is treating. Husband, stay at home, laugh out loud. My question is, I'm afraid I'm going to feel claustrophobic and having anxiety. I know a lot of it is in my head. Yes, but do you have any knowledge of being claustrophobic on a ship? I am very claustrophobic. And the only time I really felt claustrophobic on the ship is in the elevator.
That's true.
So I tried to avoid the elevator. But for the most part, I mean, if you're super claustrophobic, I would definitely get a portal or a window,
A
balcony, something like that. Don't necessarily get an inside cabin. But I'm very claustrophobic, and I'm okay as long as I don't get in a packed elevator.
And one of the easiest things I would think is if you start to feel a little bit, get that little bit of anxious anxiety feeling, go out on an open deck.
Mm-hmm.
You can just look over the railing and just see miles and miles of vast ocean. You will not feel closed in with that, looking at that.
Yeah.
So, but elevators will probably be your biggest nemesis, I would say, on those cruise ships, because depending on how it is, a lot of people, even though that elevator is full, they will still try to push and shove and get into that elevator because everybody's in an absolute mind-blowing hurry to get, just to another part of the ship. And so elevators are probably the absolute worst. But other than that, it's usually not too bad. There'll be a couple of traffic areas depending on where the ship, what ship it is, the layout of the ship. There'll be probably a couple bottlenecks here and there. But for the most part, you should be pretty good.
Yeah.
But I know you're going to get a little claustrophobic, but you really don't have any problem even with the inside cabins.
No, I don't have a problem with the inside cabins. We don't spend a lot of time in the cabins either. We pretty much go in there, and by the time we get in there, it's shower and bed.
That's true too.
So the inside cabins don't seem to bother me either. It's mostly the elevators. I try to avoid them.
That's what we just did, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bob says 7 days till we are on the Jewel. Being a 9-day, there are fewer kids. Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to not have as many. If you don't want to have as many, is take a longer cruise. Longer cruises will always have a tendency to have fewer young people on there. Now, keep in mind this is just statistical numbers. Okay, so it depends on what you're looking for in a cruise. Because if you're also looking for a younger crowd, you will have less of those on a longer cruise too. A longer cruise, less kids, but also has the tendency to be a little calmer and quieter because it is also normally an older demographic as the majority. So, but you can definitely have a nice, peaceful, long cruise.
Yes. Texas Cruiser, but Hope Springs Eternal about an icon coming to Galveston. Michael Bailey has said icon would do very well in Galveston. I heard him say that.
Oh, I'm with you. I want to get an icon here. That'd be great if we get one here. Then we don't have to go to Florida and try it out. Mm-hmm. I'd much rather they bring it here and we get to try it out right in our backyard. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I hope your predictions are right and mine are wrong. I hope we get the icon sooner than we think.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. I'll be right there booking it with you. So.
Kind of Christ says, FYI, it's going to be Princess Ruby. We've been on her.
We've been on Ruby.
She is an awesome ship. You are going to love her. And we're leaving end of April to Canada. I'm a little afraid of the weather.
I am not 100% sure about Canada in April, but where's Connie?
Yeah, Connie could answer that one.
Well, we have someone from Canada in the chat. We were there in May.
And it
Canada was nice.
Chilly, but I mean, it was chilly at night.
Well, we were only in Canada for a few hours, but it wasn't cold.
No, it wasn't cold.
But that was towards the end of May. But we do have Connie here in the chat, and she would know.
Yeah. Cheryl's here. Welcome, Cheryl. When Costa Maya is converted, we'll have to pay the fee of $48. Will we have to pay it if they do an overnight?
Do not have that answer yet. I have not seen anything that says it's going to be anything other than that. So until Royal Caribbean puts out something specific, right now it's purely a guess. As we get closer, just like all of them, they'll refine their information, their data, even that $48 to change.
Mhm.
So at the moment, it's honestly just too early to say until Royal Caribbean officially puts it out. We're firm believers that until the cruise line puts it out, it's pure speculation. And so we can't say yes or no. I refuse to be those vloggers out there that are putting out wrong information, saying the wrong thing.
Yeah. Nellie's asking Bob if he was on the Jewel before. And then Texas Cruiser, I would love Wonder to come to Galveston while having Symphony here. Both are awesome ships.
I'm going to have to agree with that one too. I love me some Royal Caribbean.
Yes.
I really, really do. Royal Caribbean has a couple of things on it that makes it one of my favorite. And it's little bitty things that make Royal Caribbean my favorite. Well, some of them are little bitty. The drink dispensing machines, the Coca-Cola Freestyle machines. For me, that's a huge plus. I don't want to wait in a big line to get a drink, and I want to be able to get a drink 24 hours a day. You know, if I want to get a drink out of that machine at 3 o'clock in the morning, I love the fact that Royal Caribbean, I can do that on their ships that have it. That's my thing. It's my jam. I also like the shows that Royal Caribbean does. Some great production shows, plus the aqua shows, plus their ice shows. Royal Caribbean's got a lot of good stuff to offer. And I think that keeps them right there at the top of my favorite list. And it's not a huge gap.
Yeah.
Because I also like me some Guy's Burgers and the fun stuff that goes on Carnival ships.
Princess Plus.
Princess and Princess Plus. The food on Norwegian was just delicious. And of course, can't forget that Tiffany just likes having Mickey Mouse on board. So,
and the princesses.
But me personally, I think Royal's just a hair above the rest. It checks more boxes consistently.
Come to Price says we got a balcony and thank you so much.
Yeah, that will help you a lot because if you ever feel it, I said you'll step out on that balcony and all you're going to see is ocean for miles and miles and miles. Any closed-in feeling you have will go away just looking over.
Feel it melting away.
Yeah, you'll feel it just melt away because you will suddenly realize, wow.
California Linda and Jeff say hello, everybody. Kevin, one of the reasons I almost always take the stairs. Yes. So Karina has a question. I got seasick for a bit in Canada. No patches available, only gravel. I probably said that wrong. However, you can't drink while taking that. Any natural remedies you can think of to ward that off next cruise in April? Ginger.
And green apples.
Yep.
Ginger and green apples will naturally help subside your seasickness. That is probably the two most frequently commented in ones. So you can get, you can get ginger in like a tablet form, right?
Yeah.
For travel. Yeah, so you can get like some ginger, and except when you hit the buffet or the restaurants or anything like that, you see a green apple there, snatch it up, take it back to your room with you, keep a green apple around for a good little extra snack. It's got to be the green one though.
Yeah.
The red ones don't work. The green ones work. So whatever's in the green one.
And they say if you use ginger to start a few days before your trip.
And that'll give you some natural remedies.
Texas Cruiser, remember Perfect Day Mexico will be open before the 26-27 cruise season. So Royal will want larger ships in Galveston bringing cruisers to Costa Maya.
Sure.
Then Cheryl wants to know if we've been invited to be first passengers on new ships coming out.
We have not.
We're not that big.
Yeah, we're not that big. We're not that important.
We are trying, and we would love to. So.
Yeah, love to, but
just haven't been asked.
We are 100% truthful in the situation. We are the little fish in a big pond. And so the big fish are going to get those kind of invites and things like that. We do not.
So,
which is okay.
Alien says, and my wrestling is on. I'll catch you folks later. Have an evening. Gotta go watch Men in Tights.
Yeah.
I love it. But thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Nellie says, Karina, some stewards give green apples for seasickness.
That's what we've heard.
Chica's here. Hello, I am finally here. iPhone won't stop ringing. How is everyone?
We are good. I sent you a message on Messenger whenever you get an opportunity to look at that. I did send you something.
Attila, ginger type things sometimes help, like ginger candy. Bring some things with you. It's expensive once you board the ship.
Ooh, ginger candy. I didn't even think about a ginger
candy, ginger ale.
Ginger ale. I've used ginger ale when my stomach gets upset, and that is something all of the ships do carry.
I just remember when I did that one video about seasickness, and when I was researching, ginger was the big thing. A lot of people were just getting the ginger root and peeling it and then taking it and stuff like that. And it all said to take it a few days before. Texas Cruiser says, I took Bonnie during my cruise on.
So I can even show them. There you go.
The ship rocked, but I did not get seasick. I highly recommend Bonine. Bonine? Sorry.
I'm not sure, but here is the follow-up to that. And the question is, can you drink with that?
And don't think you can get in Canada. Do they have the patches? I know a lot of people use the motion sickness patches behind their ears. Do you have that in Canada?
And I know people who do drink with those patches on.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem to affect them. Yeah, I've seen those little patches before and stuff like that. I mean, anytime I've really ever had it bad, usually just some fresh air and a ginger ale usually sorts me out pretty good.
Yeah.
Usually fixes that problem pretty quick. But I do know people will get it a lot more severe than I will too.
Yeah. Nellie says, funny how Royal puts Icon class in Canaveral, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami, 3 mega ship class to each other.
That's because they're running them constant short cruises, Nassau. Most of them are running, Nassau, Coco Key, that little tight circle in there like that, just running those suckers out over and over again. Seems to be with Royal Caribbean, that's what they're doing with most of their new ships. They first come out, their Icons, they're running short cruises. Royal Caribbean says it's to give more people the opportunity to book and sail on their brand new cruise ships so they can see how much fun it is. So,
yes. Where are we at? Texas Cruiser says, Karina, I drink and had no problem with taking Bonine. While drinking, I drink beer and old fashions. And then Karina said, P.S. Texas, how scary in a hurricane. It's not that bad. Let's see. Nellie says, hey, James, Sheikah, and California Linda, and Attila. I was rude. Ha, ha, ha. I didn't say hi. James says, yes, I get to check out Royal Caribbean in August for my first Royal cruise. James, you're going to have fun.
We're going to have fun.
We're going to have fun.
We're on there with James.
Yes. And James is going to slip and mention his cabin number. So.
So that's his birthday this time. She's just going to randomly torture the man?
Yeah.
Okay. She wants to make sure you can always know exactly which cabin is yours.
Yes.
It's a public service she likes to perform.
Let's see. Bob says, Karina, I have sailed during a hurricane. They will take you around it. We've sailed during hurricanes.
Yeah, we've got some edges here and there. You get a little bumpy here and there, but
they go around.
This is how you'll know. So if you walk by the stairs and you notice that the bags are hanging it on all the stairs,
on the stair railing,
on the railings, that's when you know it's about to get bumpy.
Yes.
Because as soon as they expect it to get bumpy, them bags start to come out. The seasickness bags, the same ones they have on the airplanes, air sickness bags. But the barf bags come out, and when the bags come out, you're gonna have a little bump.
But you'll sleep great.
Yeah. If you like a little bump when you're sleeping, man, it's a heck of a great sleep.
Cheryl wants to know, does Disney have Winnie the Pooh on their cruises? I have never seen Winnie the Pooh on the cruises that we've been on. It's usually the princesses, the Fab Five, They've started putting Avengers.
Yeah, well, we've seen all kinds of things. I don't think we've seen Winnie the
But
Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh, I have not seen on the cruises. I've only seen him in the park.
Yeah, see, we've seen Tinkerbell, Pirates of the Caribbean, Captain Hook, Peter Pan.
We've seen Stitch.
Avengers. I'm trying to think. You've seen so many dang characters.
Yeah.
All the princesses almost at one point in time. Tiffany's really the expert on what all the characters you can see on Disney. But yeah, you're right. I don't think we've ever seen Winnie the Pooh.
No. Winnie the Pooh's making his comeback this year, though. I
Yeah,
think
if Winnie the Pooh starts coming back.
last year was Mickey and Minnie. This year was Stitch, or 24 was Stitch. And I think I'm seeing a lot more Winnie the Pooh products out in the stores and stuff. I think Winnie the Pooh's going to make his.
This is the year of Winnie the Pooh.
This is the year of Winnie. That's my prediction.
All right, we're predicting what cruise ships are going to come to Texas. Tiffany's predicting Winnie the Pooh.
Karina says, thank you. Texas Cruiser said, we did not sail up into Milton, but we did get a little close. The captain took us back until we hit smoother water. Dave is here. Welcome, Dave. 9 days before 8-night cruise on Adventure of the Seas from Port Canaveral.
Ooh, I like that ship too.
Mm-hmm.
Liked that ship. You were going to have an awesome cruise. That is one of our favorite classes right in that range there of Royal Caribbean.
Yes.
I like those. Of course, I like the big ones too, but that's the class I know Tiffany will enjoy and get on and be happy.
Yes. California Linda Shika, recovering from knee replacement surgery. PT often conflicted with being part of the life. How is your PT going? Karina, best of luck. Like you guys. Well, thank you very much. Ray says the big fish are missing out from not having you both there.
Thank you, Ray. Ray, you've been here with us for years. Maybe we'll get there someday. Maybe. If not, we're going to have a whole bunch of fun along the way. You know, I've said it before. We've got a really great community right now. And it's great that new people come in and we add some folks and we grow. That's perfectly fine. But I never want to get so big to the point where we can't keep up with, especially with our OGs. Mm-hmm. I never want to get to the size where we start missing people and losing the ability to just sit here and have a conversation like we have weekly. Yeah. I wish all the big fish the best of luck. Glad they're super successful. But I really like our community, and I don't super wanting that to change a whole lot.
Yeah. Chica says, Chris, I will check. Hubby had surgery, so life has been a little hectic.
No worries. It is not an emergency message or anything like that, but thank you.
Sending happy thoughts for a speedy recovery.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Chica, I sent you the message like an hour ago. So it's not like it's been there a long time either.
Attila says ginger beer, but if you bring it, you might have to show it's not alcohol. It's non-alcohol. It's not alcoholic. Texas Cruiser says, I have transderm patches too, but benign, did not have any side effects, especially while I'm drinking, laugh out loud. And you can get that from Amazon.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Nellie says, and Martin will be there too.
He's talking about the Harmony.
Yes. Well, you're going to have to slip your room number too, because... Ray said,
don't tell her y'all's room number. Unless you want an adventure, don't tell her your room number.
Ray said, when is Tiffany coming back on Sunday Tips? Yeah. I don't know. Attila says Darth Vader is on Disney now. Darth Vader's not on Disney yet either, on the cruise ships. I don't know if he is with the Star Wars.
We have not been on the Star Wars one, so I don't know that. Was Disney only, for a long time, they were only doing the Star Wars theme one out of Tampa. Mm-hmm. I want to say it was out of Tampa. And we just haven't gotten over the etiquette on that one.
Texas Cruiser said we had a ship, Spirit of Discovery, come to Galveston last for a port of call during a 49-day cruise. My friends on the strand said they were mostly British and a friendly crowd.
Oh yeah, I remember that one was coming in 4th or 5th of February. I think that ship was coming in for that. I figured they would be. Sad that we missed that too. I mean, that would have been really cool just to be down on the strand.
Yeah.
And just to interact with them. Just to be down there going, we all love cruisers. Let's go meet some British cruisers.
I'm reading ahead. Let's see. Ken, welcome Ken, new subscriber, Jacksonville, Florida. Great content. Can't read. Benzia on April 21st.
Awesome cruising. Well, first of all, welcome to the channel.
Yes.
Thank you for being here. Welcome to our live. In our lives, we really just hang out with our core crowd of cruising friends, and we just talk about whatever we talk about cruising related, and sometimes not cruising related. We get all over the place, but you are absolutely welcome. Glad to have you here. Carnival Benzia, cruising Italian style. I'd like to do one of those too.
Yes.
Just to cruise Italian style.
Yes. James is asking how PT is going. California Linda at James enjoy chops for lunch on embarkation. And Tiffany, PT is 3 times a week and I'm going well. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, you got to get better so you can get back to running across them cruise decks.
Yes.
Hitting them stairs, seeing them shows, and taking super awesome diving with shark excursions.
Nellie's laughing at me. Take the Sunday tip reply fast. The fans want to know. I got to get back into it. I think my big thing is I was running out of ideas and I started doing repeats and I didn't like doing the repeats.
I have given her over 30 different ideas that she has not taken and not run with yet. So I'm going to knock you right off that little horse. I got plenty of ideas for you. When are you going to be back? You're off on Saturdays and you can just sit here and record all day long.
I could. But you work on Saturdays and I don't know how to work the camera.
It's pretty easy. On record. And then you look at it. That's the easiest part.
Nellie says, welcome, Ken. We are family. Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Yes. Texas Cruiser Tiffany, Jalen Hurt, the quarterback of Philadelphia Eagles, is from Houston. I saw a video of him riding the Tron coaster at Disney. Have you had a chance to go to Disney World lately? We haven't been since 2020. We were supposed to go in May, but we had to cancel that trip. So hopefully we'll get there soon. But yeah, we haven't. And to be completely honest, as big of a Disney fan as I am, that's the one and only time I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
So
that Disney has been continually raising their prices. It seems like every few months, up. Disney is honestly pricing themselves out of everyday people.
Yeah.
They're making it harder for everyday people. And for what you can pay to go spend a few days at Disney World, in most cases, you take a couple cruises off of that. So
I'll be completely honest, even if we just drove and walked through the resorts, I would be. You can see a lot from the resorts.
I'm pretty sure I just got hinted on.
Yeah.
Like you got hinted on, you should make videos on Sunday.
Yes.
Okay.
James says, Sheikah, hope the hubby is doing fine after surgery. And I'll be completely honest, guys.
And I
get really tongue-tied and nervous doing those videos. And then I think I overthink it. I really do. California Linda at James, I have a great trainer. And as you know, it's work, pain, and tears at times. Yes, I bet it is. I've only had to do PT once. I don't, no, thank you. Y'all are a lot stronger people.
Oh, that's right. I already know James's cabin number. I booked his cruise.
I didn't want to say that over the thing, but
I do know James's cabin number. Sorry, James.
yeah, Tiffany, Chris will know my cabin number as I book through him. So have at the door is yours. Say he gave me permission. Just no pineapples. I remember no pineapples.
you know what? But you could put a bunch of, what is it? Upside down pineapples and I guess now pink flamingos on his door.
Yeah.
He could have a really wild adventure that cruise.
Texas Cruiser says yes, or you can go on a great cruise for what it costs to go to Disney World now. Very true. Very true.
I mean, a long, good cruise. You could do a Journeys cruise and still probably come in under a full Disney World cruise.
Yeah. Ray said that's both Disney and their cruises. It is.
But at least with Disney cruises, if you catch it the right time of year, like if you're willing to go in January, a lot of times you can get it to dip down. If they're bringing out their brand new cruise ship, which they got several coming in, their older cruise ships will dip down in price, just like normal cruise lines. But you can, I mean, because we've done a Disney cruise for $1,000 before, but we catch it just right and watch the prices. And usually in January it'll dip. If you ever really want to do a Disney cruise, look to book in January. You'll get a huge price dip, or right before or when a brand new cruise ship comes out, they'll dip. So
Nellie said that's like going on a Disney cruise. You can go on a few cruises for a Disney cruise price. Yeah. Attila says, can you still walk to downtown Disney for free? I didn't go there the only time we went to Disney World.
Yes. It's called Disney Springs now.
Yeah, it's Disney Springs.
I always knew it as downtown Disney too. And then at some point in between one of my trips, they changed the names. But yes, you can still go over there for free. Yeah, there's no charge to get in there. And you can walk through, well, you can't park in them anymore, the resorts. You can walk through a lot of the resorts. A lot of the resorts have really cool stuff to see outside, like art of animation. They've got the statues and all that kind of stuff. But parking's an issue because you can't pull in and park unless you have a reservation anymore. So.
Nellie said, I priced Magic and a Progresso cruise was pricey. Yeah. Attila said, oh, I did see a real cheap cruise out of Galveston last month on Disney for inside cabins. Yeah.
Yeah, in January. You grab a January one out of Galveston, and you're going to get the Magic or the Wonder, and they're some of their oldest cruise ships, but they are still in incredible shape. Really incredible shape. But it's, which one? We like the Wonder the best, right? Because the Wonder has the beignets on it.
Yeah, Tiana's.
It has Tiana's, and it has the fresh beignets and cafe au lait in the morning.
Yes. Very good.
Which is oddly enough, the other one doesn't.
Yeah. California Linda at Chris, expected timeline for email regarding group cruise.
Well, we actually talked about that earlier. We're waiting for one final piece. And as soon as that comes in, I think that's going to solve all of the issues we're having. And as soon as that is solved, we're going to put all that information out. We will do a completely separate video on just the group cruise and where all the information and everything's going to come and go from. So if it works out the way I hope it works out.
Yeah.
But the group cruise is going to happen one way or the other.
Attila says, cheap for Disney, laugh out loud, but expensive for anyone else.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely going to be more expensive than hopping on, Mariner Seas, something like that. But I have Tiffany, so I have to take her occasionally. I just can't get out of it.
Texas Cruiser said, I am so used to Central Park cabins on Allure and Harmony. It is hard to sail on any other class of ship.
Well, you got to like what you got to like.
Yes.
There's no doubt about that. Because, we're opinionated on what we like and what we don't like.
Nellie says, Attila, cheap for Disney, but a balcony suite for others. Haha, I'm exaggerating.
Not by much. Not by much.
And then Texas Cruiser says he's waiting for group cruise info as well.
Yes. There's some behind the scenes stuff that's been going on that has made issues.
Yeah.
I guess, but I think I've come up with what I hope to be the solution to that problem. So I would say 100% we will have answers by next Wednesday, hopefully before. So,
Yes.
but it's going to happen. We are not messing up this group cruise.
No.
And we're going to be there.
Yes. We have to be.
Well, here's the problem, though. That puts you awful close to Disney's and Disney ships. I made no promises that Tiffany doesn't just abandon us all. And we find her in the middle of a park a week later. See, you're thinking about it.
I wouldn't do that.
Yes, she would. She absolutely would. She would go blaze through Universal Studios first so she could play Harry Potter. Then we'll find pictures of her wearing Harry Potter, Hogwarts robes, hugging Mickey Mouse in the next group of pictures. With a beignet in one mouth and a Mickey ice cream bar in the other hand. That's exactly what we'd find. So yes, flying you into Florida unsupervised, I will for sure be on the ship. How about that?
Texas says I am really looking to book a lure after being amped when she comes back to Galveston.
We are too. That she is on our list of cruises we want to book. Allure after she's amped, Symphony of the Seas for sure when she gets here. I think you can even a little sprinkling of maybe a Carnival in there.
Yeah.
Just a sprinkling though. Just so I can get my guy's burger fix for a while. And my blue iguana. Because burritos don't get enough love. Burritos are the best food ever. It comes and it's rolled up and it's convenient to eat. Stop kissing burgers' butts.
Was that one of your complaints?
Do you not watch our videos?
I'm behind.
Apparently you are. But yes, somebody put that in a comment. There was an entire comment about the quality and convenience of eating burritos and that people should not kiss burgers' butts.
Nelly said just left Miami to go to Europe for AMP. Because they wanted to know when the AMP was happening.
Yeah. That's why it's going over to get it done. It's gonna be good. We're gonna spend millions of dollars on that too.
Yes.
Big monies.
Texas says I'm excited about Symphony in Galveston for the long haul, at least 2 years. And Ray says for the cruise, what ports are you looking at?
For the group cruise, we've already picked it so far. It's going to be the Carnival Magic out of Miami. It's going to San Juan, Puerto Rico. It's going to St. Thomas. It's going to Half Moon. And there's one more.
I don't remember.
I just had to bring her. St. Martin. St. Martin. So benefits of that is the new pier should be done and complete in Half Moon. No tender. No Nassau. So it'll be the new Half Moon. And of course, Puerto Rico, St. Thomas, and St. Martin is going to be the group cruise itinerary.
Yes. Attila says, oh my gosh, that was so bizarre about kissing by Guy's Burger's butt.
Yeah, it really was. It was so weird. That he just, it's not a really long comment. You have to tell Stephanie doesn't even pay attention to our own content. But it was like 4 sentences just about a burrito. And then people shouldn't kiss burgers behinds.
Well, maybe he was on drink 12.
I don't even think he was on the ship at the time. It didn't read like I'm on enjoying a burrito right now. Just people should love burritos. Burritos is the best food ever.
Maybe he has a burrito truck.
But you have to read it. It was, there's nothing wrong with loving the burrito, but good God, sometimes the things people write, in this case, about a burrito,
yes,
it's just way out there.
Where are we at? Laugh out loud.
What's that laughing?
Nelly. Texas Cruiser says, I know you pay attention to my cruise news reports, Nelly.
Okay, we're all caught up.
Yeah.
We've been on there for an hour.
I know. We've had a lot of new visitors. I love it. I really love it. Had some good questions.
The time flies doing these. But it still brings us to the biggest question. When are we going to get the next tips from Tiffany? I even have given Tiffany suggestions where maybe Tiffany can recreate drinks off of cruise ships. I said, make cocktails. So you do have a request, apparently, you need to be making creme brulee next.
I'm still looking for a recipe for creme brulee because the recipe I found from Carnival serves 20 people.
Can't you just divide it by 4?
Maybe. I'm still researching that one, but I am going to do the creme brulee one.
So we got creme brulee coming up.
Yes.
I think you do a couple cocktails.
Yes.
And maybe some tips.
Okay.
You better press record.
I gotta get busy. I'm sorry, guys. Let's see. Texas says, "What a great show tonight! It seems so short."
Right? It didn't
the
sound
show
like we've been on
went
here.
fast.
It did. Super fast night. So I looked over and I'm like, whoa, we have been on here for an hour already. That is insane.
Went through my coffee.
So, but I do think we will get ready to wrap it up. Everybody's got things to do, lives to get to.
Thank you for all the new viewers.
Yeah, appreciate everybody.
It was great talking to the OGs, and y'all take care of yourselves, especially the PTs.
Yep. California Linda, keep working on your PT. Chica, hope your husband gets better, gets back into it soon.
Fast.
All that kind of good stuff. Yeah, welcome our new viewers, our new subscribers.
And everybody have a great Valentine's Day, because we won't see you again until after Valentine's.
Oh, yeah. Our wonderful new friend from Canada. Yeah. I'm so stoked we made it all the way to Canada.
Yes, I am too. Nellie says, have a great night, all great week. James says, good night, all have a safe rest of the week. Texas Cruiser says, everyone have an awesome coming weekend. And Ray says, great to see you both, and cruise on.
And one final thing. Happy birthday, Amos.
Yes.
That is my grandson, our grandson. Today is his birthday. He is 1 year old. So we are officially putting it out on the live because the internet lasts forever. Happy birthday, Amos. So when he grows up, he can look back and go, my grandparents are goofy.
Yes.
But thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, of course. Everybody was here for the first time. You're welcome to come back. We will be back next week. No work interference, no work conflicts or everything for next week. And we will have group cruise information. We're going to have that settled.
Yes.
One way or another, that is getting settled this week.
Yes.
So we do have new video. I'll have new videos coming out the next couple of days. Of course, we'll have Saturday's video coming out. Maybe we can get Tiffany up on this week. Probably won't be till next week, though. Knowing her. But we'll get her going. We'll get her motivated. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Fun like always. Time flew by.
Desiree said today is her birthday. Happy birthday, Desiree.
Well, happy birthday.
I bet she's 21.
Desiree, are you 21 today? She's ready to cruise and have her first drink on board the ship.
Yes.
I'm also 21, so I understand.
×2.
Rude. But yeah, definitely happy birthday also to Desiree.
Yes.
So you should grab Miko so Miko can tell Desiree happy birthday. So she always comes to see the puppy.
Yes.
And since it is her birthday, we will give her some more puppy. He gives birthday kisses to everybody.
Yes.
So, but again, thank you everybody for being here. We really, really appreciate it. And like always,
we'll see you out on the high seas.
Good night, everybody. Maybe in a second. Okay, I promise this is going to end here in a moment. It is the night of complete and utter freaking chaos. No. Good night, everybody.